Hi everybody, I am really excited to start doing some video blogging and take some time to dive deeper into what it means to raise your vibration. And anybody who has heard of and or seen Whole Clarity and my products and everything I do knows that my number one goal with everything I do is to raise the vibration of the planet. So that starts with myself, and it works through all the things that I create to go into people's homes and spaces and bodies to do just that, to raise your vibration. So this week I wanted to talk about a topic that has been coming up for me in a big way, and some tools that I'm using and some things that I have around to help me move through fear and anxiety by focusing on my solar plexus. So this has been something that's an issue for me since I was a child. I had problems like speaking up for myself. I always felt unworthy for everything for unexplicable reasons. Just, it happens that way. And I didn't have a deep sense of self. I've always struggled with willpower, and I'm motivated, but willpower and determination can very much be a thing for me, especially around food, which is your solar plexus is right in your digestive system. So if you struggle with food and to stick to that diet, that can be a sign of a out of balance solar plexus or third chakra. So I want to share a little bit about some of the things that you can use to balance your third chakra or your solar plexus and what all of that means. Like maybe some of you out there don't even know what a solar plexus or third chakra is. So let's talk about that real quick. So we have a system of chakras. There are 7 of them, root all the way up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they are our energy centers. And so vibration and energy, that's basically the same thing. We are particles of energy, matter that are just being floated around on frequencies on light waves, basically. That's like what science shows us. That's metaphysical stuff. So the frequency in which our particles are vibrating kind of create our reality. And so our energy centers, or our chakras, our root, second chakra or sacral chakra, solar plexus is our third chakra, heart chakra is our fourth, you have your throat, your third eye, and your crown. So if all of those work together, and if one is out of balance, then you'll be out of flow. And so the solar plexus is the one that deals with your sense of self, your determination, your willpower, your personal power, confidence, and courage. All of that stuff comes from your solar plexus. So, like I said, I've been struggling with keeping that in balance lately. I've been going through a lot of changes. Like my root has just been everything has been uprooted. I moved out of Brooklyn to upstate to this beautiful loft, and that has just caused a few things to get out of balance. And so the past couple of days especially, I've started to tap into a few things that have really helped me bring it into balance. One of those is dance. I had a beautiful women's new moon circle here, and we tapped into this really beautiful, just exotic or expressive dance, and that really opened up something in me. I felt stagnant and stiff, especially in the lower half of my body, and I felt that at that event, and it really helped me to release it. And so then, since I moved that energy, and by the way, if you have a chakra that's out of balance, movement is one of the biggest things that can help to get you back in flow. Just moving energy, your physical body will help to also start to do that in the chakras. So the other thing that I did was a Kundalini class for vitality and releasing anxiety, and that was amazing. I did all these movements that literally were exactly where I felt stuck and stagnant. I was moving those parts of my body, and after that class I felt the energy flow in the lower half of my body. It was really crazy. I was like, whoa, that's powerful stuff. But Kundalini is powerful stuff. So that's just one thing. That's what really got me jump started. What you eat, especially when we're talking about the solar plexus, is so important. And there are some foods that will help support your solar plexus or your sense of self, and as you go down this journey. And I'm just gonna look here again so I don't get them all mixed up. Legumes like chickpeas and lentils are really good for your solar plexus. And The color yellow, so also foods that are yellow, crystals that are yellow, all things that are yellow are going to help to support your solar plexus. So if you think about that in terms of food, you've got corn, lemons, you've got curries. Turmeric is really good for the solar plexus. Cinnamon and clove are very good for the solar plexus. I'm gonna put some resources right below this video. This one woman I found, she has a really incredible website all about eating for the chakras and recipes for that. So if you find that you're out of balance in one, I'll put a link so you can go and check that out. So those, ginger also really good. So fiery foods, yellow, sun, fire, all of that kind of works together. Get your hands on some of that, and then see how you feel. Honestly, like, you're gonna find some things really worked for you and some things really resonate with you, and then there's gonna be other things that just didn't work at all, and you're like, I don't understand why I'm doing this, and that's fine. That's just the human experience. So foods are one, crystals are another, and anybody who knows me knows that crystals are my favorite, and I have tons of them. So one of the ones that I love for the solar plexus and that has been resonating with so many people across the board, so I know I am not the only one going through like these issues, because I see it when I talk to people every weekend, but a citrine crystal is so good for your solar plexus. And people ask me sometimes, do crystals work or whatever, like they're very unsure. And honestly, I say you don't choose the crystal chooses you. When you see one, you know it is meant to be yours. And then when you have that experience with it, it changes everything. So if crystals don't resonate with you, you can just totally discard what I'm about to say. But if they do, then have them around, because they are basically just like really, obviously they're rocks, they're super dense. So they're a super dense energy, holding of energy, and it is attuned to the frequency that is optimal for your solar plexus, right? So when you think about that and having something like that around you, when our emotional center is all over the place, 1 second we're like, yeah, we want this, and the next second we're like, oh wait, I'm all scared, and we can be all over the place. But a crystal or some of these other physical things that hold this high energy for you just help to have around, because they maintain and help you to stay steady in that energy. So, and they're really pretty to look at, so that's a bonus. So a few of the pieces, tiger's eye is also really good, and I actually had a piece that I had made with tiger's eye, so I'll just show you guys those right now. So these are just little art pieces. Many of you, if you're on my mailing list, have seen these at shows. That's just one way that I like to get crystals into my life, in beautiful art pieces. I incorporate driftwood and air plants and all that, but also you'll see a link to all of that stuff after. So if you feel called to check out how I'm working with crystals, please click on that link and see the art that I am making up here in Hudson Valley. All the driftwood comes from right around here, and then I hand wrap all the crystals, and each piece comes together very intuitively, and I know when they go to the right home, because people are like, I needed this, and I get emails after, and it's that energy that's going out into the world is the whole reason that I'm doing this. So crystals, I'm going to name a few more for you, so that if they resonate with you, if you have them and you're dealing with second or third chakra things, you can know to keep that one closer. So citrine, pyrite, orange calcite, and tiger's eye and yellow agate are ones that I found in my research to be up there, and ones I have personally. I know they really work. So that is almost everything. And I'm going to cover one last thing, and that's essential oils for your chakras. The sense of smell is super, super powerful, and aromatherapy, what it does for our bodies and how it can help bring our bodies back into balance, especially our energy bodies, is so powerful. So there is a good list of oils here that all resonate with the solar plexus, and then I'm going to share a few of the products that I have already mixed up. I use a lot of these in almost all of my products because they really do work. So you've got black pepper, cedarwood, cinnamon, clove, coriander, cypress, one of my favorites right now. I've been putting it in everything. Geranium, ginger, grapefruit, juniper, lemongrass, peppermint, rosemary, sandalwood, vetiver, also a really beautiful one, and ylang ylang. So if you have any of those laying around, or if they're in any blends that you have, keep that around to help balance and strengthen your solar plexus, and you'll find them to be really helpful. I like to incorporate them in a few things. So the fresh perspective that I have, this is just like an aura mist. I'm gonna put some on right now. Oh, so good. This has lemongrass, grapefruit, vetiver, peppermint, vanilla, rosemary. So it says like almost all of these on that list, and that's just a mist. It just helps to bring you center, keep you grounded. It's called Fresh Perspective, and it really does give you that. It's just like I'm awake, I'm here, I'm new. And then I use a variety of all those other essential oils in the shampoo and conditioner, especially the cypress and rosemary in here, and they smell so good. Like if you want to start your day with some really lovely smells and scents, I highly recommend checking out our brand new shampoo and conditioner. Every morning, I'm just in love with my routine. And then for the face collection that has those oils, the toner and the serum, both really, really nice. And then the body lotion also has cypress and sweet orange. So some really beautiful ones just to support those energy centers. And again, I'll have links to everything below this video. And a few more resources that I have, especially Mind Valley has some really great stuff on chakras. But I just urge you to, if you notice in your life that you're having a hard time putting up boundaries or sticking to your goals or really like following through or getting what it is that you truly desire, or if you feel like out of balance with yourself, take a look at that third chakra. Maybe set aside some time to sit with yourself, to be quiet and to get clear, and just notice like that's what's been happening for me. Actually, a lot of stuff has been getting stripped away, and like stuff has been coming up in a big way that I am forced to look at with new eyes, and like maybe I haven't healed what I thought I really healed, or if it's coming up again, then there's still something there. There's still a lesson that I need to learn and something that really needs to be healed in that chakra. And I know it because I still carry a lot of weight around that area. And weight is, I mean, in my mind, metaphysically, and has been proven by a lot of people by really miraculous weight gain and loss, is that it's just stored energy. And if I can release that, then I know that this will just melt away. Like, yes, there will be other things that happen, like I'm going to take better care of myself, and I'm going to have better boundaries in place so that I can go and move my body and do the things that I need to do to be 100% optimal me. And that's just what happens when you start to bring your body into balance. Self-care becomes something that's very, very important to you. And then your vibration naturally starts to raise. And so I shared a few of the things that I have that I sell. These are all things that I also use myself every single day. They have a really huge effect on my life. And so I am really excited to start sharing even more in my blog. Thank you for being on my email list. You guys will always be hearing updates about my blog. If you have feedback, comments, anything you want to share or add, please do so. Raise your vibration at wholeclarity.com or Connie at wholeclarity.com. Every bit of communication from my website or Instagram, it all comes directly to me, and I'd love to have conversations or connect with you, so please do so if you feel called. And definitely check out the products, and if anything resonates with you, I hope that it will become yours. So have a really lovely afternoon, and have fun working on those solar plexus, people.